So today we're going to do an oil change in the 2017 V6 Dodge truck. The items we're going to be using is 6 quarts of high mileage 5W20 and a Mopar MO-349 drop-in oil filter. I have a 5/8 socket for the drain plug and a 24mm socket with a 6-inch extension for the oil filter. And of course we got our drain pan and a funnel. Our first thing we do is open this so air can come in the top. And we just got done driving it, so the oil should be good and hot. It should come out quick. The drain plug is, if you're looking at it from the front, slightly toward the passenger side. Here's your pan. Right there on the back side. Get the towel over here. So we'll let that drain for a few minutes. Set our drain plug over here out of the way. Now the oil filter on this is not a screw-on canister filter like in other vehicles. It's actually a drop-in paper filter. So you'll see there's this plastic cover and you've got this lid. Twist it a little bit to your left, it lifts out. And if you look down in here, you'll see that little guy right there. That is the lid for your oil filter cartridge. So now we take our 24mm socket with the extension, we slip it right onto that, and we just, there she comes. Once it gets so loose, you can do it with your finger. Towel here so we don't drip on too much. And there's your oil filter. So all you do with this is you literally just grab it and pull, and it pops out. Next thing you need to do is you'll see right here at the base of this, there's a rubber O-ring that goes around it. The new filter comes with a new O-ring. So just take a screwdriver, a stick, you know, the tip of your knife, just anything, and just walk that old O-ring off. And then while you got this off, check and make sure the threads look okay. There's no dirt or grime or anything in there to get in the way. Maybe take your towel, wipe it off a little bit, make sure it's clean. We're going to open our new filter. There's the filter itself, and when you look at the cap, you'll see there's a gap right here that has no threads in it. That's where your O-ring goes. So we just, now this is actually sized where it won't just slide over, so you gotta like start it and then walk it around. Once you got it started, you can just roll it down. And once it's down in that little gap all the way around, you're good to go. You take your filter, female end into the lid, and just push, and you'll feel it kind of click. It's locked into place. Also pay attention that there is a small O-ring on the male tip here. Make sure the old one comes out with your old filter. So we just take our new filter, get it down in there. Now when I'm starting things that are threaded, I like to turn them backwards until I feel them kind of drop into place, and it tells me that the threads are lined up. Kind of push and turn. There, it went right there. You kind of put a little bit of pressure and turn backwards, and the threads will drop into each other, and that lets you know that the threads are lined up and you're not cross-threaded. We just take our 24mm socket, go right back on there, and just tighten it till it bottoms out. It doesn't need to be bone tight, just bottom it out until it's making good contact. Tight enough. And we just take our little lid thing, we put it right back over here and pop it back on. We'll take our old filter and the old O-ring and put them down in the box. Make it easy to keep track of where the trash is. And there's our funnel. Alright, it's drained enough. Put the drain plug back in. Bottom it out with my fingers. And just make sure. Tight enough. We squash the little rubber gaskets, huh? Wipe the oil off of here. Alrighty, no obvious signs of leaks. Oil pressure's good. No leaks. No leaks. There, we cleared the oil change light. So if you didn't catch that last little bit, there's an on-screen oil change timer that will come on every so often and tell you, oil change due, and there's no options in the menu to reset that. What you have to do is shut the engine off, press the start button without holding the brake pedal and cycle it around to the run position, and then press the gas pedal 3 times rapidly, and then you can start it, and that will have reset your oil change timer, and it'll get rid of that message in the menu. Pull the dipstick. Wipe it off. Been sitting long enough, the oil should have drained back into the pan. Now it may show a little bit low because we're leaning just a little bit to the left and the dipstick's going into the right side of the engine, so if it's a little on the low side, yeah, it's right at the hash marks right here, so we're in good shape. So that is how you change the oil and filter in a 2017 Dodge Journey. This is the V6 version. I just thought I'd make a video because this one's a little different. It's got the drop-in paper cartridge filter instead of a screw-on can filter. So hopefully you guys found the video educational, enjoyable. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can feel free to post them in the comment section below as long as you remain civil. If you'd like to donate to help me continue to make videos, I will have links to various ways you can do that in the description below. I will not be posting a PayPal link because the PayPal donation links now have a button that didn't used to exist to request money from somebody, and I've been getting spam requests for like 5,000 euros from people that I don't know. And the paypal.me addresses used to just be like a little donation page. If you went to my paypal.me address, it would show my name and it would ask you how much you wanted to donate, and that was it. But now there's a request button, and I've gotten multiple fraudulent requests for cash from people that I don't know. So I will not be using PayPal to accept donations except for people that I personally know in real life. But I'll have all kinds of other ways you can donate, LiberaPay, all kinds of crypto wallets. If you're on LBRY, feel free to send me a tip there. But as always, this is Marcus out. Y'all have a good one.